Hello, bro. I hope you are having an amazing day. I would like to talk to you about why probably the people that you might consider your friends might actually not be your true friends. Or if you already know that the people that you have in your life are not really the best people that you can have, they are not pushing you to be the best version of yourself, this video will also help you. Just to let you know before starting, uh, watch this video on full screen, not getting distracted by trying to look for the comments or looking at different videos or doing something else for watching the video. Please just give your full attention. Do not be a loser. Do not be like the average person who has an attention span of less than a goldfish. So, without further ado, let's start. Let me ask you one question. The people that you consider your friends, are they actually your friends? Do you actually see them as your true friends? Now, this pause on purpose just to give you some time to answer. If it took you more than 5 seconds to answer to this simple question, it might actually that you are not truly confident that the people that you say they are your friends, they actually are not. This question should not put you in a position, if you are really secure about the people that you hang out with, it should not put you in a position that you are thinking about, or are they actually worthy or not? Are they actually, good people that I should hang around with or not? No, if you had good friends, you wouldn't even watching this video. By this question, if you were really secure, when I ask you, are they your friends? You will answer immediately, oh yes, they are my friends 100%. You should not be overthinking about it. Let me ask you a couple of more questions. Are you the one always reaching out to them, or do they reach out to you, like usually or frequently? Do they encourage you to do what is good and forbid what is bad? Like, are these people telling you like to go to the gym to exercise, to look good, to look fashionable, to not wasting your time doing instant gratification like playing video games or just being a degenerate going to clubs at night? Do these people, when you need help, do they help you? When you ask them for help, do they help you? Or in case they really cannot help you, do they recommend you something or someone that you can ask them for? Do these people represent the best version of yourself? I would like you to do an actionable step, and it's to actually pause the video right now, to go and stare at a wall or go anywhere else where you are not getting distracted, and think about the possible answers to the questions that I just made to you. And then you just can come back to the video. Coming back to the video, in case you didn't answer these questions and positively, it will actually serve you that you cut ties with those people. It's not for your own good to have people that invite you to be a degenerate to do instant gratification to your own decay of life. And you probably know this already. It's just that you have this feeling that it's quite nice to have some people than rather being alone. And I relate to my experience. It's nice to have some people that you play video games with, that you go to parties, that you are doing certain activities. Then by yourself, yeah, um, it's normal. You shouldn't feel needy for this. It's actually part of the natural human state. We are social creatures. But to lower your standards, to be around people that do not push you to be the best version of yourself, to only be destroying your future self, is unacceptable. The true meaning of friendship, from what I learned doing research, my own experience in life interacting with people, is that friends are not people that you just do activities, maybe playing video games, maybe doing martial arts, going to the park, going into a restaurant and spending some time, going to a party, talking about he pounded that one girl previously the last night. Is none of that, and not even when these activities are not even good for you, and you know this. But friendship is just simply having a group of people that you share similar traits, characters, value, faith, goals, and most importantly, the same purpose of life. And you are united with such people because that's what make you guys great together. Telling you a bit of my story on how it used to be my life when the people that I will consider friends. First and foremost, I wasn't really a social guy. I wasn't like the type of guy that you can imagine, like extrovert, the cool guy, the popular guy in the classroom. Um, the first friend that I had that I would really consider like a friend. I remember his name was, well, his name is Junior. I mean, Junior, if you're watching this video, I hope you're alive. But yeah, his name is Junior. And I met him in seventh grade. Now, before this, the people that I was with before. I wasn't saying that I wasn't like a complete autist, not speaking to anyone. I will speak to some of them, I will play with them, like hide and seek and all these things, but I wouldn't consider them friends. First and foremost, they will bully me. They will treat me like very, very bad. They wouldn't even like want to be with me. Um, they wouldn't want to be with me like at the time of doing like a homework and like in groups or making a presentation. Why? I really don't know. Honestly, I was a very innocent guy. Probably that's the reason. I really don't know. I wasn't like I didn't bully anyone. For what I remember, I really didn't bully anyone. Didn't do anything wrong to anyone. So I don't know why those people wanted to be friends with me. I don't know. It just happens. Some person just want to bully you out of nowhere, and you didn't even meet the person in the first place. Yeah. But anyways. So in seventh grade, I meet this guy called Junior. At first, we're not really speaking. It's like when the teacher and put us together to do certain homeworks, like Leonardo and Junior, you guys are gonna make this presentation. Then we sit together, we started talking and stuff, and guess what we're talking like? The way that I was had a conversation, like I swear to God, the way that I would like consider someone a friend, he'll say like, "Do you play Minecraft?" Oh yeah, I play Minecraft. Oh yeah, I say like that we're having a conversation about the video game. I will consider that person as a friend. Yeah, not really good, not really the best hand. That's to like make someone a friend. Yeah, but honestly, he was really a cool guy. I mean, he never bullied me. In fact, when I will sometimes get bullied, he will be there defending me. And every time, like we were uh, like where classes will end around like 1 o'clock. When I was in middle school, 1 o'clock, and we are waiting for the bus to get us. We were like talking about games and life, like just like really chilling. Yeah, he was honestly like I consider him like a best friend, and for a good reason. We were so aligned to the way that we will think, talk, and treat each other. We had each other's back, and someone will try to bully us, we will be for each other. Yeah, so he was like the ever first best friend that I had. I'm really grateful for it, even though we were not really doing like good habits. Like we were like just playing video games, we didn't exercise. But I was like what, 12 years old. We weren't doing anything great. We were not speaking like to girls or anything. We were not really like the cool guys. Yeah. I remember when I was in like what when I was in middle school. I remember one one moment like this is this is not part of the video. I just wanna tell you this. Yeah, I remember that like we were in the second floor. Well, actually in the third floor of the high school. Like they were making like some type of like well, not party, actually an event. Just people like dancing, doing things because they were like celebrating the Independence Day of the country and this and that. Um, and we were just like there watching, and then just just watching, and that's just having a nice time. Everyone was watching as well, and we were just like this. Like imagine there is like a piece of wall, and we were like this, just like watching uh, from the top, getting nice and cool and refreshing wind, yeah, because it was like really like high where we were. But anyways, yeah. And then these two girls that were like actually way older than us, they put themselves together. Um, Back then we were considered like we were like in shock that these girls are like kind of like sleeping over like over us, and we were like kind of like unhappy, excited. Oh, bro, we got like a girl and this. Like I didn't make that movement, yeah, but I was just like telling her, no, yeah, bro, like we were like whispering to each other. They probably knew what we were saying, those girls, but thinking about it now, that was like really weird and really creepy. Yeah, like these girls, like you don't notice girls and these girls just because they are women. They think that they can put themselves all over, like over you. Imagine if it was the other way around, we'll probably get in problems. But that's besides the point. Probably I can talk about this in another video. Yeah. And so we split it, me and Junior, not because we had some arguments. Like actually, he was like when I say I saw him like as a best friend. I actually mean it. I saw him like really like as a best friend. Yeah, like generally he was like I don't think I age since age 12 till age 19. I'm currently 19, about to turn 20. Yeah, I'm about to turn 20. And met, I never had a friend like him, never. So yeah, we split apart because the school closed here. Like the principal didn't have much money to cover the expenses of the school, so it closed. And I didn't have WhatsApp. I remember that I asked him for his Discord. I started using Discord when I was like 11 years old. And this is back in 2016 or 2017, around that, in the first days of Discord. And I asked him for his Discord tag, but I never really pay attention to it because I mean I took it for granted. Yeah, I thought we were gonna be together forever, but yeah, you can see what happened. Yeah, so that's another piece of advice I would like to give you. Yeah, if you see someone like truly as your friend, not because you guys play Minecraft together or anything, like you actually like see a lot of things that are compatible, like values, traits, character. Make sure to have his, and in this case, I would recommend you like phone number, like Instagram or Discord. Like if like one piece of advice real quick that I can give you right now is that if you don't have someone's phone, the conversations that you have either on Instagram, Messenger, Snapchat, what the heck is a Snapchat, Facebook or whatever, um, that conversation is it ain't that serious. That person it ain't that serious in your life. So ask for that person's number. Yeah, like you can add them on WhatsApp. Well, I know you really live like in Cyprus, maybe they're Viber, but who really uses Viber? Yeah. Anyways, um, year goes by and I enter like in high school, and this was like a big change in my life. I will not go into many details about every grade, because I don't want to make this video so long. Yeah, I'm not giving a complete biography. So I'm in high school for the first time, age 13, almost turning 14. Um, and when I joined this high school, like really, I was like really autist. Like I mean autist to like God level. And I mean by that the people that it will, like, first, in the first day of high school, the everyone's in first day. There were some people that I will recognize because I was with them, and I was with them in certain institutes. But yeah, some people that will try to approach them. I remember there was a group of three people, three guys that wanted to speak to me and stuff like that, like two girls and one guy who was kind of like an, you could say like he was kind of like gay homosexual in the way that he will talk and body language and movement. Um, I would like really panic, like they will try to speak to me, and I will panic. No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good. I would like really panic and stuff. I was really an artist, man. I was really an artist at the time of interacting with people like that. Holy shit. So yeah, like days goes by, eventually weeks. This type of like things that the teachers do when they are like in the classroom. They tell you to make a presentation of yourself. Who are you? How and like what is your name? How old are you? Where you come from, and this and that, and all of us are doing that. And we're getting to know a little bit each other. Yeah, and the first friend that I make in high school was what his name? His name was Eric, and I remember that I asked him, "These allergies were killing me." A second, bro. Ah, bro, these allergies, bro. I swear to God, bro, that these things are getting me pissed off. Yeah. Just give me one moment. I'm gonna just clean my nose real quick. So yeah, cleaning my nose already. This very not really professional, is it? Anyways, the first friend that I'm making in high school is like his name is like Eric. Well, I met him, asking him about like if he was into computer science, and then we're just like talking. That's how I will make like friends back then. I will ask them, do you play this? Do you know like computer science? That's how we'll try to interact. Yeah, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah, so this is how I would like make friends when in high school. I don't wanna go like I don't really wanna make this video so long. Yeah, I just wanna give you like a brief story so you can learn a thing or two from my experience. So yeah, something that I like that I used to do, and based on the things that I will do, I will ask them these people if they were doing the same as me, and therefore because they were doing the same as me, I will consider them friends. Yeah, no, something really great to do now with the level of maturity that I have in knowledge. Years goes by, the pandemic hits, and these people that I consider friends, I wasn't really doing anything productive. I just was like playing video games, talking about like what social media, these videos that we watch and movie, and we wouldn't like really push each other like to be the best version of ourselves than just like getting good grades. Like we will focus on like only getting the good grades. Besides school, we weren't doing anything productive. Yeah, we weren't like focusing like on even exercising, and the point that I realized that I like want to be more productive was when I was 13 years old, when I started like exercising and taking a little bit of my diet, and especially I prioritized that when I was in the pandemic. Yeah, because when pandemic will end, I wanted to like so like good and aesthetic, yeah, like muscular and everything. And when I will like enter high school back again, so the girls can see me and stuff, and I can get some girls. But yeah, the only good friend that I had, his name was let's call him. Yeah, his name was Miguel. Yeah, Miguel. That was like kind of like that genuine friend that I had. We were kind of like together because of school, yeah, and because we were like quite compatible. Yeah, we weren't really social. We were kind of like introverts, like this kind of like introvert, the smart guys, in the classroom, and we were compatible because of these things. Yeah, we will like kind of like intellectual, but as well as speaking about life and stuff. Not really like that philosophical, but um, yeah, we kind of again like I split it apart. Every time I will leave school, like we will like when I left school, I was like really lonely. Yeah, like when I left school, I graduated at the age of 17. I will leave, and besides that, we weren't really speaking because the things that we were tied together, and most of the things were just like the homework in the school. Just trying to survive at school. Science at school wasn't there anymore. Uh, we got no reasons to be with together. Some stayed together because they had different type of bonds, but at least in my case, that was the thing. Yeah. Um, Honestly, and when I even like well, I was even like learning more about self improvement between age 16 and 17. That's when I took it very seriously, and that's when I'm like learning about friends. I knew that we weren't really compatible in any shape or form. So why am I gonna keep these people around? I just play video games, like playing video games, eating junk food, going to parties and clubs, just being like YOLO. Yeah, these are not the type of friends that I really want to have. And majority of people, 99.99% of people, aren't really doing nothing great with their lives. I remember that I will even ask some of not even the guys, but for the girls, like the girls I was trying to date back then. I will even ask them, what do you want to do after high school? I don't know. So they don't even know what they want to do with their lives. It's kind of like very sad. I knew what I wanted to do already when I was 16 years old, and it was like being an entrepreneur, yeah, and building like my own online business and learning computer science as well, like building my own apps and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, that's my story to be honest. It ain't that like that wow that great. I didn't experience anything like really bad, and I thank God for that. It was kind of like a really average life with the friends that I used to have. Yeah, giving you a couple of lessons of what I learned in my story of the people that I would consider friends, except Junior. Yeah, but yeah, one of the things that I learned was that just because you guys share the same substance, maybe video games, maybe partying, maybe social media, maybe hanging around, it doesn't mean that you guys are friends. It just means that you guys are partners of the substance that both of you consume. Yeah. So, and the examples that I gave, like video games and stuff, they can be. That's what I mean by substance. Yeah, I don't mean like other things, like alcohol or whatever. It might be, but I'm talking about from my personal experience. I never drank alcohol. So yeah, that's lesson number one. Just because you guys share the same substance, video games, partying, social media, etc., doesn't mean you guys are friends. You guys only are partners of the same substance. And when that substance is taken out, you guys are not gonna be friends anymore. Yeah, because this thing that made both of you together is not there anymore. So why are you guys gonna be together? That's what happened with me. Yeah, when I was like in my self improvement journey and between 16 and 17, that when I stopped playing video games, just being like a loser to be honest, not wasting my time, like being more productive and learning, reading, exercising, taking care of my diet and talking to like more intelligent people so I can learn from them. I stopped, you know, hanging out with those people. I wasn't compatible with them anymore. They wanted to they want they didn't want to speak to me because there was anything to be together for. The other lesson that I learned is that you will attract the exact same type of people depending on the things that you do. For example, if you play video games, you will attract the people that play video games. Like what were one of the things that I will ask these people. Do you play Minecraft, and do you like any software and these type of things? These people, were speaking to me, replying, "Oh yeah, I do this," and I will consider them friends. So this is thing number one. Yeah, depending the things that you do, you will attract those type of people. If you play video games, you will attract the people that play video games. If you consume alcohol, you will attract people that drink alcohol. If you go to parties and at night, you will attract the type of people. If you exercise, and you understand the point, yeah. And the other lesson I learned from my personal experience is that you are the average of the five people you spend time with. You probably have learned you probably have had this. Sorry, yeah. Probably have had this before, that you are the average of the five people that you spend time with, and it's really true. It's really like it's now. I really even started to realize not that long ago that you can cope yourself how many times, how much you want. That, oh no, even though my friends go to party at night, just being degenerate, sleeping with girls, or I don't know, like smoking, drinking, playing video games. No, I will not be like that. I just like to be with them, just to have someone that I can talk to about life. Eventually, you will end up like them in some way or another. You will try to, like, you will end up imitating some of their traits and a bit of their character, because again, we are social creatures. When I was speaking previously, yeah, that in the section that they might should not be your true friends. We are social creatures. We get influenced by the people we spend the most of our time with. That be like your parents, society, like in school, university, work, whatever. Yeah, you get influenced in some shape or another by the people you spend time with. Your environment plays a huge role in the way that you behave, in the way that you act. So yeah, that's another thing that I learned. You are the average of the five people that you spend time with. Another quote as well that I can mention is that, "Show me your friends, and I will tell how successful you are." So these were one of the lessons that I learned from my experience interacting with people, and spending time with some people that I would consider friends. So yeah, uh, I stand up, yeah, because I really don't know how some people can just stay there like seated for hours and hours. It's not really healthy. And anyways, I cannot really do it myself. It's very hard. That's one of the things that I will actually get in trouble in school. That because I wasn't able to stay seated for more than an hour. I obligatory. I needed to stand up, move around, because I just can't, bro. I just really kind of need to do some type of movement. So I'm gonna be in this video, yeah, and just be standing still and uh, learning a thing or two from this video, yeah, giving you wisdom in here. So yeah, if by any chance you feel that you feel hesitant cutting ties with the people that you can have in the back of your head that are not really serving you to be the best version of yourself, you can actually try this right now. This is an experiment that I actually tried back then, just to determine if these people are actually compatible with me or they are not. If you're watching this video, you're probably some guy, you're probably the type of person that already doing certain type of good habits, like either going to the gym, doing calisthenics, learning about diet, taking care of your diet, and trying to use less social media and watching short form content. And probably the things that you have still, they're doing bad habits like playing video games, what, like drinking alcohol. I don't know. Yeah, it depends on the type of friends that you have. The experiment goes as, the next time your friends invite you to do any type of activity that you know that is bad for you, let's say like either video games, your friends are inviting you on this. Oh, bro, let's play some Brawlhalla. Let's play some Minecraft or this or that. Reject the offer, and they're gonna be, still insisting. Oh, bro, what are you talking about now? Let's play. Let's play. And tell what is going on. Are you okay? You just say, generally, no, bro, I just don't really wanna play video games. I don't really feel like playing video games. Yeah, you can do another time. You just reject the offer that they have for you politely, yeah, and they will still try to invite you again, again. Oh, bro, let's go to this party tonight. There's gonna be a lot of girls and this and that. You're gonna reject the offer again, again politely, and you will see how these people will stop inviting you less and less and less and speaking to you less and less and less. It may be reach a point where they want to have a deep conversation with you, and if that's the case, I will. There is gonna be another section that I will talk about that it will be actually cutting ties with those people. Just flying right now. I actually want to go to Indonesia. Yeah, Indonesia is a really nice place. If I whenever I get the chance, I'm moving to Indonesia. But anyway, back to the video. If they don't have the conversation with you, regarding, like having a deep conversation with you about why you are not like spending time with them, well, I hate this motorcycle. But if there is something more than anything in this world, is motorcycles. Why I hate that, bro. Especially when they have. Anyways, yeah. In case they don't want to have the deep conversation with you, let's say that they just say like, oh, whatever, you will see how your friendship dies anyways. You can either directly cut ties with them, or either indirectly by this, by just slowly, declining to be around them. It's eventually gonna die. So why would you decide? Why would you have this scarcity mindset of losing those type of people? Those people are not even saving you, neither they are saving their own selves. Yeah, it's very obvious. Either either you cut ties with them directly or indirectly, their relationship will just die anyways, because you guys are not compatible. So that's how it goes, yeah, in human nature. When you are not compatible with someone, when you don't have anything to relate to that person, you just don't really care about him or her, even though it might sound and harsh, that you are not appreciative of people. This is just the truth. When you go to school, you don't have, and you are bored of what you're learning in school. It's not because a school has something wrong. Well, actually, yeah, but the point that I mean that when you're feeling bored in school, it's because you really like what school is teaching you doesn't align in any shape or form to your journey, to your path, to the thing that you follow. Yeah, so you can try this experiment, and you will see that the relationship will die either directly or indirectly. Yeah, at this point, you are convinced that these friends, these people, really, yeah, that you have been spent quite a lot of time with them, do not serve you in any shape or form to be the best version of yourself. What are the actionable steps to actually cut the ties with them? Yeah, because probably you feel you're having some scarcity mindset, or having like an awkward conversation. There are three actionable steps there that you can try that, with what I did in my experience, and I will tell you which one is honestly the best. Yeah. The first one is to compose a paragraph and explaining politely that you're not gonna be friends with them anymore, that you are on a different path of life, and you just don't see in any shape or form how you guys are gonna be still together, in this journey. Yeah, you just have different path of life, and you don't see in any shape or form how you guys are aligned. Just politely, that it was really, I'm really grateful for this time we spent together. I'm really grateful for the time you invested on me, but fortunately, things are not going all right. The second actionable step is doing it in person. like doing the exact same thing of step number one, or instead of writing that paragraph and sending it like to whatever like group you may be, maybe on Discord, maybe on WhatsApp, Messenger, I don't really care, whatever type of social media group you have with your friends, you send that paragraph. In the second actionable step is doing it in person. And I'm gonna be honest, like you require two like balls of steel to do it. Um, I will recommend either that one, the first actionable step. I hate this motorcycle, but yeah, I know. Or you can do this, and the second actionable step is actually cutting ties with them face to face and explaining to them politely. They will probably speak about you. By the way, you haven't yet. You're having like this scarcity mindset that they're probably gonna speak bad of you for quite a while. They're gonna speak, oh no, this guy left us because he's doing this self-improvement journey, no fab calisthenics, whatever. Look, yeah, they might talk behind your back, but honestly, who cares? You know that one of the things that I learned, and I hope that you know this already, yeah, is that not all people are gonna like you. Either you can be the best guy doing good and speaking bad to anyone. There will be only one. There will be always one guy talking bad about you. Yeah, just life. They're probably gonna be talking bad about you for a couple of days, maybe weeks, but then they just move on with their lives. There is nothing really to worry about. So yeah, that's really like actionables and an actionable step. Now you may be asking, well, why? What if I can change them to be on self improvement? And in my personal experience, and every guy that I talk to about this type of problems, their friends and being a bunch of losers, being a degenerate, it always ends that, oh yeah, they tried and I tried myself, yeah, and cutting ties with them. Sorry, and I mean, and trying to change them to be on a better path, to be on self improvement. And no matter what you try to, they will always, like fall back into doing these bad habits. Yeah, because let's be honest, yeah, you are on self improvement, and you did this because you wanted to change. Like there was something in your heart and in back in your head, in your conscious, that I need to be better. This life that this way of life that I'm pursuing, that I'm living, is pathetic. I need to change for my own good. So you made your own decision by your own will to change. Some story truth that I wanted to say, yeah, like honestly, what I learned from my personal experience is that dealing with people, with other people, is dealing with the unpredictable and uncontrollable. Some people are good and moral, some people are bad and evil, some people are hardworking, some people are helpful, others are lazy and exploitative. Some like to make jokes, others are quick to use violence. Reality teaches us that no matter how much we try, you know, to tell them to do it this way, to act based on what we wish, it will always end that, these people they will end up doing what they want to do, because these people have their own will. They'll say what they say, they'll do what they do. How stupid and irrational may their actions seem to us, everyone has their own will. Everyone have to make their own choices. You cannot walk the path for them. You can have an influence of them, but once again, they'll have to make their own choices. So wasting copious amount of time trying to change them to act based on what we consider what is right for us, is pointless. If there is one guy, one friend that is also self-improving as well, that he wants to do better as well, and yeah, keep that friend. You can, guys improve together. But if all of your friends are just being complete losers, don't even try. I mean, you can try at the end of the day, and you will see. Yeah, like what I'm telling you. At least I'm speaking from my personal experience. But yeah, trying to change people is pointless. Even though you can have an influence, that is really pointless. In case you have it in the back of your head, or you might say that, but being alone is very hard. Like I actually don't really want to be alone. I understand, but this is a sacrifice that you have to make, and this is a sacrifice that I did in my personal journey. After cutting ties with the people that do not serve me in any shape or form, I stayed alone for a couple of months, like what, 4 or 5 months. But in this period that you are alone, you can try, you can still push to be the best version of yourself. It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm alone, I'm feeling sad. No, but use this time to improve yourself to become higher quality. So eventually, when you try to interact with people, once again, you can actually attract the people, which are high quality, people that exercise, people who have like a successful mindset, want to be like an entrepreneur, or they are and doing what is good. They are not being degenerate partying, drinking alcohol, smoking. People that like to learn, like create a good impact in this world. Yeah, and think about what I said previously on this video, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend time with, and depending on the things that you do, you will attract the same people. Yeah. So you cannot expect that when you cut tie with these people, you are gonna be with the big dogs with those people, because you are not on that level yet. You are not you don't deserve to be with those people. You are not compatible yet. So you need to develop yourself, become higher quality, so eventually you can attract these people that you want to hang out with. So time will go, time will fly, time will pass either we want or not. So it's better that while the time is going by, you are actually improving yourself. So then eventually at the top, when you try to interact with people, and spending time with people, trying to make friends. I'm not saying to be an autist. I'm not saying to stay in your room all the time or like socializing, like socialize. But just keep in mind that you are just socializing, just so you don't end up becoming like an autist. Yeah, I'm not saying to become an autist. Yeah, it's just that you are just in a chapter of your life where you are just trying to and level up your sexual market value. Yeah, it's a sacrifice being alone, but it's honestly worth it. It's 10 times it's 10 times better being alone than being with bad people, by having bad company, and it's way better to have good couple of friends than either being alone or having bad company. The importance of having standards at the time of making friends. Now, let's say that in your case, and you have been like leveling up your value, your social market value a little bit, step by step. Now, it's important for you to develop standards at a time when you are interacting with people, and all of the people that you connect with, to and who is gonna be your friend. Yeah. And one quote that I memorized from um, a man called Malcolm X, and he was like a revolutionist in the United States against racism and these type of things. Yeah, he said, "If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything." And it's what like 100% fact. We all fight for something. We all are in pursuit of something. So when you are choosing a friend, keep standards. Do they have similar traits like you? Do they have similar goals, same purpose of life? Let's say you are, I hope yeah, that you are a guy that, intellectual, who is not a degenerate, doesn't like to, to binge it, to eat fast food and junk food. You like to exercise, you always in pursuit of knowledge, learning, and trying new things, and these new habits overall. You want to attract those type of people. Those are your standards, yeah. People who are grateful, who are strong, who are humble, who are disciplined, who are leaders. Let's say those are your standards. So the people that you are interacting with, analyze them. If they correlate to the standards that you live for, and you may be saying, "Oh no, Leonardo, but that's narcissistic. That's selfish." Look, my guy, everyone in this world, when they are talking to you, spending time with you, they are as well analyzing if you are giving them the value, that they want. If you are living up to their standards, so you might as well have your own standards. And again, what did Malcolm X said? His quote: "If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything." So have standards at the time you're interacting with people who you choose as a friend. Now, ending this video, I know, you know, that it might seem hard, that you are on self improvement, but you are not really having a good group of friends. I relate 100%, to the struggle you are going through. I myself had to went through all of this, and many of the people that have interacted as well that on self improvement had to went through all of these things. But there is a light at the end of the pathway. Just focus on yourself. Try to develop yourself to be the best version of yourself. It will always serve you. In fact, you can ask this question to yourself every time, multiple times during the day. This question is going to serve you a lot in your life. Are the actions that I'm doing today, are they the ones that my future self will feel grateful for? Always ask this question to yourself a lot of times during the day. And one thing that I want to add, and there is actually a quote, and this is not my piece of wisdom. This is actually a piece of wisdom from this man called Daddy Noel. If you don't know him, he's like a fitness slash self improvement influencer. He popped off quite like he became like really famous around 2018, 2019, or around that time. And this is what he says: friends are like the seasons of the year. Some stay longer and bring great experiences, while others just come and go. Just as seasons shift, so do friends, but each one helps shape the landscape of your journey. And something that I will add as well, like I just said at the end, just something small. So beware whom you choose as a friend. Always, bro. I always wish you the best, and remember, let's be the best version of ourselves. Peace out.